Well, we definitely did not stop and make coffee. We also didn't show you our first trip to Mexico. If you've been following the channel, you've seen that we've been having an issue with our van. I had to replace the head and head gasket, have the head rebuilt, thanks to really cold. This is the first time this van has ever been up in Canada for the winter, and there was a problem with one of the sensors for the coolant, which was the one on the dash, so it wasn't telling me it was overheating when it was. Destroyed the head. Long story short, head was all done, put back together. Everything worked great, but there was a new problem. The van, when it warmed up to 60 degrees Celsius, the engine coolant, it had no power. It would just drive beautifully, and then the minute it would turn 60 degrees Celsius, everything would drop out. What's happening for all of the car nerds is that the ignition is retarding the advance to the point it goes into negative if you step on the gas. Idling is fine, just a hair on the throttle and it drives okay, but like you're doing 0 to 60 in like 45 minutes. We're climbing hills like semi-trucks going like 70 kilometers an hour.
But this never started happening until after we replaced and changed the engine, or like the head, right?
Yeah. So we get a NOx sensor code 0325 for nerds who want to Google it, and it seems like after checking our fuel system, our ignition system, checked timing, we checked air intake, we've checked everything, we found that the NOx sensor seems to be oversensitive for some reason, and it was sending too much noise to the ECU. So I took a resistor, I was able to quiet it down, and it fixed the problem. So we decided to head out on this trip. Worked great for almost a week.
That day where we left off is when...
Yeah, when the van was warming up. We got in, I stepped on the gas, and it did it, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Because at that point, we're in Oregon, probably 2,000, 2,500 kilometers into our trip.
Day.
We had just left our favorite mechanics, the guy who loves these things and knows these things inside and out. Anyways, so we've been nursing it along. It did get better later on that next day, but we've now been to Yuma. We went across the border. We got our first dental work done, and now we're back up north of Phoenix. We're heading to the Grand Canyon because we don't want to go into Mexico with the van acting like it is and where it's hot. So we will pick the story back up here. Now that we've kind of settled into the fact that the van is just going to be this way, whether we like it or not right now.
But you talked about it drives okay, it's just that it's...
Yeah, you just have zero power. Like, it takes forever to accelerate. When you get into a hill, it slows down, because if you step on the gas really much at all, it just bogs down and slows down even more.
So are you going to try something different today?
Yeah, I'm probably going to do some more. I've been fiddling with it. I bought some shielded wire, tried bypassing the whole NOx sensor wire to see if I can clean up the signal. We've tried a new NOx sensor. We've kind of been through the whole thing. The problem is you have to take the passenger and driver's seat out to get to the engine. So while that only takes me 10 or 15 minutes, it's just adding filming on top of that. It's a royal pain. But if I take things apart today, I'll get Marilyn to video a bit of it. Now it's just kind of trial and error, short of replacing the whole engine harness, but they don't make it anymore. Luckily, I have a friend, that friend in Seattle, he has one. So on our way back up after our second appointment, we're going to try to replace that and see if that fixes it. I also went to a wrecker yesterday and I bought the connector for the NOx sensor because the one on my van is broken and beaten up pretty bad. So that also could be part of the problem. Old vans, always be ready for weird, painful fixes. This is the first in 8 of these vans. This is the first big problem we've had.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, the rest has been like a starter.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff you can get on Rock Auto.
Yeah.
So it's easy maintenance. Brakes. We're still 2,000 miles deep into this trip now with the problem persisting and still able to get around. Marilyn's playing the pots and pans like some toddler. Anyways, we're just making breakfast. We'll show you dinner tonight. I'm not sure what we'll do. We got a bunch of meat frozen in the freezer.
We'll probably do chicken.
Yeah, chicken. Likely up by the Grand Canyon. I'm not sure where we can park overnight there, but we'll find something. Maybe find some random camping or something. We will check in a bit and take it from there. We've decided that this is going to be the spot where we stop and give myself a haircut because it's getting long and shaggy. One of the problems with living in a van is that if you get bedhead, you walk into public places and they know you have bedhead. One of the hacks to that is short hair. When my hair is short and I have, like, I'm looking at it now, you can kind of see it just, it looks like you've slept on it. If it's short enough, then literally you can just lay down, wake up, looks other than your sleepy eyes.
Except I have the issue.
Trucks going by.
Except I have the issue where I wear an eye mask and then it leaves a ring here. So there's no getting
And it's like
that.
this, like, looked like she was wearing ski goggles and we're in the middle of, like, Arizona. So talk about sticking out like a sore thumb. And it lasts like a half an hour. Yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, so haircut time for Eric.
So yeah, we're just at a rest stop. It's warm enough outside. It was actually quite cool this morning. Cool enough. We didn't bring jackets or anything. I think she brought a puffy.
We were gonna do it last night, but it was so windy that we didn't want hair like scattering everywhere.
And when it's this cold, it's okay if there's no wind, but when there's a lot of wind, it does start to get to you after 20 minutes, half an hour. And not that the haircut's gonna take that long. She's pretty quick. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna set up and chop chop.
That part's pretty good. It's more than neck hair.
Huh?
I said it's more than neck hair.
What's that?
It's more than neck hair.
Oh, I know, but I can see it's long right there.
That's because it's all like folded over.
This one is very short.
All right.
Is that okay? Or do you want one a little longer?
Oh, I don't know. It's just your neck hair, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, I'll grab
It can be short.
both. Looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Just gotta trim up the neckline. And I tell you, getting your hair cut in a breeze is great for not having any itchy hair get on your clothes. The wind just carried it. Oh, getting in trouble for moving too much. Yeah, we normally do the top as well. That takes scissors, and really it's the sides. Because I don't sleep on the top of my head.
Do you?
Or do I? I don't know. I don't watch myself in my sleep, so. The van window makes a great mirror. What about it?
Just I usually use the straight razor and just like.
Oh yeah, use this one here. I'll put that. Okay. The other nice thing about hair is that it grows back, so if you make a mistake, it's generally easy to deal with. Just try not to cut too much at a time. Ever since COVID, we've done all of our haircuts at home now. And there you have it, roadside face and hair maintenance. Yeah, actually the wind was pretty handy because it just carried everything away.
Including my face sometimes.
Oh yeah, including into her face. We do need to charge this now. I tell you, that rechargeable razor is also pretty handy.
Do you want to? Did you do your shoulders?
I'm gonna snap them off.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Most of these shirts should go in the wash next time we do laundry, so I'm just gonna keep wearing them until we shower. The trucker's got a bit of a spectacle watching us cut hair in a parking lot.
I'm sure everybody did.
I'm gonna guess that truckers probably have seen a lot crazier things. So at this point, we are going to, anytime,
Yeah.
flip it around. Okay, go.
What?
You talk.
Well, there's nothing to say.
Does this go in here?
Yeah.
Oh, where's the charge cords? Yeah, we'll charge this tonight.
Anyways, they're somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah, now we're going to go to Anytime Fitness. Probably shower because it's the last one we'll have until we come back from the Grand Canyon. The one in Flagstaff we're going to go buy it in about half an hour. Yeah, then we're going to venture into the Grand Canyon, go see some sights. We don't know where we're going after that. We just have to be back in Yuma on Monday, and today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we have time to kill. Oh, we're also going to go to an auto wrecker, see if we can find more parts to fix this van. There's one of these in an auto wrecker in Flagstaff, which again is half an hour down the road. So we'll probably see you there. Well, we're here. Everything in the engine on this thing looks pretty good. It definitely was running when it was scrapped because you can see how bad it's been destroyed. The roof was crushed right in. I'm kind of impressed it's done as well as it has. It has the whole engine. I just now need to see if there's anything worth grabbing